Hey everybody, it's been a while since I made a video on my tanks, so figured I'd update everyone with my new purchase here. I recently picked up this 60 liter 15 US gallon tank about a month ago. I got a really good deal on it. Came with this LED light fixture here, which is the first time I've ever tried LED. It's, I believe, 4 by 6500K output, so it's the ideal lighting for planet tanks. I also took this lighting fixture from my 40 liter because this tank needs more lighting, just because of some of the plants I'm using in here. But I got this whole package: the tank, the LED lights, and the filter for like, it's really cheap, maybe like $65 US. And everything's new except for the LED light, which is, I think, slightly used, but I mean, that's really cheap for an LED light. So for this tank, again, I wanted to do a low-tech setup. I usually don't want to get into CO2 yet, so I picked up this Dwarf Hairgrass, and it's like, this Dwarf Hairgrass is actually quite interesting because it's like the longer version. I don't know, when it came in the package, it was at least twice as long as the Dwarf Hairgrass that I normally have bought in the past. So you can see it's growing already. Just like, again, no CO2, it's just good lighting. And I've been using, first time using Flourish Excel, so it seems to be very good. I'm assuming that's why the Dwarf Hairgrass is growing so well and so quickly. Usually it takes at least a month for it to start sending roots, but this one only took a week or two for it to start, you can see, start sending off runners here. So this stuff is very good. I'll probably continue to purchase it in the future. What else? Oh, so the Vallisneria in the back is from my 40 liter tank, because there's just so much of it growing in my 40 liter tank. Just clipped it and put it in the back here, and it's already starting to grow really well. So the substrate I used was my 88 Amazonia soil that from my 90 liter, which I completely took down. And what I did was I used some of my remaining JBL ferrous iron oxide balls. I crushed them into the substrate just to add more nutrients for the plants. The piece of driftwood is also from my 90 liter tank. I think some of you who've watched my videos before will probably recognize it. I didn't want to, I was thinking of tying Java moss or Christmas moss or one of those moss types to my to this wood, but I actually kind of like it. I just like the wood itself, and actually it looks kind of good when a little bit of algae grows on the wood. But I don't know, maybe in the future I can always take it out and tie whatever I want to it. But I kind of like the way it looks. This is a very simple tank setup, but as you can see, once these plants grow in, again, it's this. I'm still very sure this is Moneywort. I picked it up again because it grew so well in my 40 liter tank that I love that look. It just gets really bushy. This tank only has like three species of plants in it, so it's going to be a pretty simple tank. But once it grows in, it's going to look really cool. It's the type of tanks I like too, more natural looking. The Iwagumi and the ADA tanks are really nice, like, don't get me wrong, but it's a lot more work and it looks too groomed in my opinion. I like a tank to look a little more wild, kind of like a biotope type of setting almost. Yeah, so I mean, this tank's only been up running for 2-3 weeks now. I actually used the water from my 40 liter tank, so the water's already cycled That's just a little trick of the trade for people who buy multiple tanks. Instead of like putting completely new water in your tank, you should use cycled water, or, if you have access to it. The other thing is, yeah, I bought the fish already. Since the water's already cycled, I didn't need to cycle it again. I picked up these for first time. They're white cloud mountain minnows, and they're very cool because they school. And I picked up a couple bags of them. They're really cheap too, but they're very pretty when they school. Let me see if I can get them to school. If you yeah, see, they get scared, they start to school. That's very cool. And I got Siamese algae eaters from my 40-liter tank. It was getting kind of a little too big for it, so I put him in this one. He's a bit of a bully too, so I wanted to separate him from the guppies and the reservoirs. These white cloud mountain minnows are very hardy. They're actually, I read that they're very good fish to use as starter fish, cycling fish. Anyway, yeah, so that's my tank. Looks pretty good so far. I'm gonna update. I'm not gonna update as regularly as I used to. I just don't think it's necessary. Probably do another video when everything's grown in and show everyone what the progress has been. But so far, so good. Very simple setup, but it'll look very cool. Anyway, thanks for watching. Leave me any comments. Negative or positive, it doesn't matter. I always read them. So yeah. Anyway, I hope to put up another video in the not too distant future. Thanks for watching. Bye.